邱院长徐院长在研究这光怎么进去啊。等一下，因为我这还是因为要用这个菜。
This is one of the brilliant ideas that we can combine the prefabrication, organic building together with cellwood. Let me give you a rundown here. So, for instance, if you are a homeowner, so initially you want to buy a home, so you prefabricated just one unit for yourself because you only have a two-people couple. Later on, you might have a kid, so you might want to have one more cell put into the units you bought. So you can easily simply just order one from John, and then John gonna make it for you, and later on, once it's ready, you can simply just lift it and put it into a cell. But later on, your kids might go to college, so you no longer need a room anymore. Easy, so it's organic, it can self-resolve. So we can simply just take that cell off the unit and sell it back to John, and hopefully you can give me a higher margin. So let's say 10% or 20% of the initial value, because cellwood can be recycled and reused many, many times. So we can not just personalize our own home design, but we can even personalize the space of our home.
来看看，那么我们怎么走出我们未来的展望啊？
So looking to the future.
其实我们已经找到了一块很漂亮的基地，在我们的苏州的江苏的北边，叫做泗阳。
So looking to the future, we are trying to set up a demonstration space or as our headquarters, as our base. So we already have a very good candidate waiting the line. So we pick up an area. This is located in the Jiangsu province. It's called Suqian City. It's in one of their small villages called Siyang.
我2个礼拜去现场踏勘。
So this is what it looks like 2 weeks ago. So this is where our base located.
第一期的部分大概就是这块，抱歉啊。第一期的部分就是这个绿地，大概有100 acre。
Okay, so the first phase of our construction will be mainly focused on the green land you just see on the bottom. It's roughly about 100 acres.
但是很精彩的后面就是一片杨树林，跟一条古黄河啊。
Okay, so the beauty of the whole idea is just behind our base we have a beautiful forest and a river channel. So it's really beautiful.
所以我们提出了一个未来的一个整个园区的计划。
So this is the blueprint of our is our proposed base. So
OK， 好，那么这工厂主要的园区分成2个部分，一个就是生产的，一个就是研究中心，也就是一个学校研究中心啊。
So we want to divide the base into 2 different parts. As you can see on the right-hand side is our production units. And it's actually been separated by our main road, main entrance. And on the left-hand side is actually our research and educational center.
我们会让这个河道整个贯穿的水域会进到我们的这个研究中心里面来。
So as you can see, we would try to connect the river channel into the 2 man-made reservoirs we made in front of the research and educational center.
最主要就是要让我们的建筑物泡在水里面，证明了我们的微积木是不怕水的，并且也让这个生态最重要就是博士的使命，要让生态跟着我们的员工，跟着我们的园区共同生活在一起。
So there's actually 2 purposes why we want to do this one. The first one is we try to demo to our clients that cellwood is indeed waterproof. So we try to sink the whole building into the water, at least the front half, as you can see. And the other reason is because we are a company that promoting green ideas. So we want our not just our clients, but also our workers and staff to live in a green space, to embrace the environment.
更重要的，我们有在这个水岸边杨树林的里面有很多这个所谓独栋的这样的一个住宅。
More importantly, we're going to build a lot of individual villas in the forest just beside the river.
也是要证明我们的木头是跟水可以共存的。
So once again, we're going to try to use soundwood to make those buildings in order to demo our capacity to be used in a high humidity environment.
甚至我们会每年会召开一个研究中心的一个会议，就是等于论坛，会把很多世界跟我们有关的专家跟学者，他们会，比如说像今天这个样子，来了4天或5天，他们就可以住在这样的，体验这样的一个微积木所形成的这样的一个生态住宅。
We plan to hold annual conferences and forum on a yearly basis, so we can invite experts, academics, and potential clients come to our base, and they can live in the villa we just built, and we can have similar discussions just like today.
让他们体会到，不要砍树，人间多美好，地球多美好。
We want to convey very important images through those discussions and forums that let's preserve the forest, let's save the trees, so we can make the world a better place.
那么这个研究中心很重要，它会集结了很多的专家，甚至是比如说我们要在印度去建那个水上建筑物，我们可能要训练印度的一批人，那么到我们这个地方来接受我们的训练。所以这样的一个机构是很重要的。
As you can see on the left-hand side, we have a very big building, so this is actually very important for us. This is our research and educational center. In the future, not only are we going to do our mechanical or material science here, but we also try to utilize the space as an educational space. Give you an example. In the previous slides, I've mentioned one of the floating villages in Indonesia. Let's assume that this project will go online. We still need to educate the people how to make those buildings using our material, so we can utilize the space as an experiment room.
这一样啊，我描述的就是有很大量的，我们是回收回来的工厂啊，就是整个把它回收，我就退你10%哦，很有价值哦。那就这个生产啊，整个生产线是投入在这个位置。
So look at the right-hand side. So the right-hand side top one will be our recycle center. So give you an example. If your kids go to university and you no longer need a cell in your apartment, you can sell it back to us. So for, let's say, 10%. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to recycle all those used material. So later on, they can be fit into the production line in the bottom, so they can turn into brand new soundwood products once again.
这个是我们整个会议中心跟展览的空间，把我们最新的产品，甚至是模型，会在这样的一个水岸边里头有一栋完全是微积木所做出来的一个展览中心。
So on top of the chart, just beside the river, there's an old building. This will be our exhibition center. So we will put all our products and our demo projects into this building.
那么这个就是我们的研究机构，我们有很多是必须要划到建筑界里面来，建筑材料里面的，所以会有很多的所谓工程木头。工程木头不是我们现在生产的一般木头啊，它必须要经过。比如说我的跨距10公尺，因此这根梁是要计算的，它要什么样的材料可以共同组合，是要有专家来这个地方互相来研究。
So once again, we will pay attention to the research and educational center. So in the future, we will not just using our material as decoration, we will also want to utilize soundwood as construction materials. In that case, we might need to bring in other very good experts in architecture and force design, so we can find out a way how to reinforce soundwood so it will be able to use as construction materials, so we can have enough force over a long span space.
好，那么差不多了。那么我在学校里头，也带了研究的单位，开始进行刚才所讲的，因为有了微积木，我也更有信心。那么这是我们在台中取的一块地，也是一样刚才那个壳把这样的一个这个型钢弄起来。我们这个吊车就是把微积木的房子一个卡进去。
So since I was in the academic, so due to the fact that we have CELLwood, it gives me much more confidence to continue this building philosophy, which is organic, self-resolvable building philosophy. So here is one of the demo projects we're currently running. So this is in Taichung City. So as you can see, the red line in the middle is actually our steel frame core. And then on the bottom, you can see that we have a crane on the top that lifting each of those prefabricated units and place them onto the core.
之所以这样做，因为台中有很多老旧的房子，但是它结构体非常的好，但是外表很难看。所以呢，我们把整个的建筑物打掉，全部剩下梁跟柱。那么这个空间呢，就留给微积木来扮演。
Why we choose Taichung City as our experiment? The reason is because in Taichung City there's a lot of old buildings. The exterior is rumbled. However, they have a very strong and tough core. So what we're doing now is we take over the building, we knock down all the surroundings, so all the exteriors, so only the core will be left. So we're going to base on those core to prefabricate units, so we can renovate the whole building in a brand new and more efficient way. Well, obviously, CELLwood will play a very important part in terms of the prefabricated units.
让我们的年轻的朋友有一个温暖的家，这是很重要的史博士的一种使命。
Bring a nice and warm home to the younger generation is our task. It's also a task for CELLwood and John.
一样的，我们也另外一个方案，台湾有很多的渔村都快要消失掉，我们找到了整个